Hello everyone. Since my Robot Master Reverse Convoy review, I got a few other requests to do some more of my Robot Master figures, and instead of doing the entire line, which is mostly repaints, I decided to do my favorites. And it's going to be starting off with the Robot Master Generation 1 Star Saber. As I have him in as a combined Super Jet mode, which is looks pretty much reminiscent of the original Generation 1 counterpart, just lacks some stickers that go around it. I think the Generation 1 just has a Star Saber on the side, but without all the color and detail, it's still pretty cool looking in this mode itself, and can take away the cockpit of the Super Jet, and it forms a little, what's called, I think it's just called Saber, which is the basic jet mode, and then transforming him into robot mode, just like this. Fold back the wings now, and this is Saber himself. Now the original Generation 1 toy would even have a little smaller robot that would go into the chest, and you'd push it up and it would form the face, which was, and this was a Brain Master, but that little robot that would go into Saber's chest and form the face was about this size itself, so it would be really ridiculously small to incorporate that into this toy, but this is just fine by itself. And it's about the size of today's Minicons and Generation 1's Micromasters. Still pretty neat. Oh, one more thing I want to say about the Super Jet mode is that it lacks any landing gear on the bottom. Now, to form the Super Mode Star Saber form, get rid of this for now. Just take this whole section, flip up the fins here, disconnect the sides from the arms, and that'll form the legs. Flip these up, and you can see he's already almost done. Take the Saber robot, rotate the legs up and around, flip up these panels, and the arms will slide in there while the rest of the body will slide in to the back like that. Now, throughout most of the Victory series, you see him mostly without his helmet on, and you'll see him just with that little almost looks like Ultra Magnus head, but looks really ridiculous to do it with this because that head is so small. So just flip up this helmet, and there you go. Then you can take the cockpit of the Saber Jet, extend this blue handle, and then attach the blade to it like that. And the only bad thing about the sword on this is that it is really tight, and so it can only go in a portion of the way. And it's not just a defect with this particular figure, because I remember reading a lot of complaints about this figure when I first bought him, that you could only get him so far to get the sword in so far. But still looks pretty neat, even though a little awkward from the side. As far as detailing goes, I'm surprised that they put so much Generation 1 influence into this character for this mode, because as one of my most sought after Generation 1 toys, this is a great temporary substitute for the character, because in my to get a Transformer fan video I stated that the Generation 1 Star Saber is my holy grail. But since that's fairly expensive, but I do plan on getting them sometime when I can afford to, but until then this is a pretty good substitute, and it can combine with the Robot Master Victory Leo, which you'll see in my next video. But the only bad thing about this being just like the Generation 1 toy is that it really lacks in the articulation department. It has no knee articulation. It can only go to the side and do that, which isn't really articulation. It can move ever so slightly, but you'd think that they could update the design a little bit, just not to have a shrunken down version of the toy itself. It does come with a little gun. I misplaced it. It looks ridiculous anyway. The character only used the gun maybe once or twice in the show anyway, so as long as I have the sword, it looks cool. Yeah, I'm not sure how rare or what the availability of this figure is now, but it's still a really fun little Robot Master toy. Still wish I could have used a little bit more articulation just to make it seem like it's not such a shrunk down version of the Generation 1 toy. Until next time, thank you for watching.